Are you feeling sad now? Wishing you had listened to those wise folks who told you to settle down and have kids? Well, it's too late. No one's going to accept you when you've already hit that infamous wall. Sayonara, town bicycle. These modern-day women, they couldn't care less about data, facts, or research. They are just a bunch of delusional nutcases who believe that men only want to date younger women while they whine about their loneliness when they are single. We men are simple creatures, you know. We just want some loyalty, respect, and a bit of appreciation. But women aren't satisfied with just that. They expect us to be ripped hunks with bulging wallets. As if they've got something even more valuable to offer than their looks. Thanks to feminism, women have put themselves in a self-imposed prison while letting men roam free. Apparently, women are now stuck in jobs they hate because they finally faced the ugly truth of the labor market. And to add insult to injury, they are freaking out about the fact that they are not getting any younger. Sadly, most of these modern-day women are too brainwashed by schools, media, and entertainment to prioritize things like education, careers, and hooking up instead of settling down and starting a family. But who am I to burst their bubble? Let them chase after their elusive dreams while the real world passes them by. It's their choice, after all. Meanwhile, us red-pilled men will continue to see through the smoke and mirrors, understanding the hard truths about relationships, biology, and human nature. We may be the minority, but at least we have our eyes wide open. So go ahead, ladies, keep living in your fantasy land. Meanwhile, the rest of us will be out here navigating reality, unburdened by the illusions you've chosen to cling to. Don't say we didn't warn you. You see, when these women throw around terms like partner, they are not exactly referring to anything serious or committed. It's all just a game of casual fun until they decide if they want to settle down and start a family. Or will they? Today, my dear viewers, we embark on a journey into the realm of the discarded and disillusioned women. They are bitter, they are resentful, and they are definitely not the kind of company you want to keep. And let's not forget the wonder that is modern feminism. It's a force to be reckoned with, a potent blend of social conditioning and manipulation. And those young women who fall for it, well, they'll defend their beliefs with an unwavering determination, even if they are unwittingly being brainwashed by corporations, universities, and powerful individuals who couldn't care less about women's true happiness. Did you know that single, middle-aged women who are employed happen to be the unhappiest folks in society? Yes, even if they are rolling in the dough with a six-figure salary. And guess where this delightful nugget of information comes from? None other than a women's magazine. But wait, there's more. According to said magazine, the epitome of happiness is a married man in his late 30s, raking in the cash, with a wife who works part-time, and a delightful little offspring. Isn't that the dream? Although, let's be real, maybe this article only refers to couples. Still, the fact that these forsaken women are being acknowledged within the pages of a magazine supposedly catering to their own kind speaks volumes about how society perceives them. But fear not, for we shall continue our exploration into the enigma that is the female psyche. Strap in, grab your popcorn, and prepare for a wild ride through the murky waters of modern relationships. The state of women these days, more miserable than ever, all thanks to this so-called push for freedom. Apparently, women now have the liberty to vocalize their thoughts about the sexual revolution, casual hookups, and breaking the stigma around being a little promiscuous. But hold on, there's a twist to this tale. The MGTOW men won't touch women like that with a 10-foot pole. It's also perplexing. Even economists are scratching their heads, calling it the paradox of declining female happiness. And guess what? Women's satisfaction apparently took a nosedive back in the 70s. These women, bless their hearts, have no clue what they are babbling about with their catchy phrases like men are oppressors and women don't need no man. Supposedly, Women who prioritize their careers over marriage in academia are just terrible potential partners. They've been sold this fairy tale that if they work their asses off in their 20s, they'll be rewarded with a flourishing career, an abundance of men falling at their feet, and a blissful, long-term relationship by the time they hit their mid-30s. Sounds like a load of hogwash to me. In the end, it all boils down to irritating cliches and unrealistic expectations. But wait, there's more. Let's not forget the whole empowerment movement that's sweeping the nation. Women are being told they can have it all: career, independence, and a fulfilling personal life. Yet, when they are standing there with their shiny degrees and fat paychecks, they find themselves wondering why their love lives are as barren as the Sahara. It's like they are caught in some twisted game of having it all but ending up with nothing. And then there's this grand notion that men are nothing but obstacles on the path to female greatness. It's as if women are convinced that men are lurking in the shadows, plotting their demise and preventing them from reaching their full potential. But let's be real here, ladies. Men are not your sworn enemies. They are not out to get you. They are just trying to navigate this crazy world like everyone else, dealing with their own set of challenges and insecurities. So, here's to all those women who've bought into the hype, chasing an elusive dream of success, independence, and love, only to find themselves disillusioned and frustrated. Maybe it's time to take a step back, question the narrative, and embrace a little more realism. Life isn't a fairy tale, and no amount of empowerment slogans will magically solve your problems. But what do I know? I'm just an observer, watching this fascinating game unfold, where women strive for the unattainable and wonder why they are left feeling empty-handed. Perhaps it's time to reevaluate the messages being fed to women, question the expectations being placed upon them, and discover a path that leads to genuine fulfillment. Just a thought. These leftover women claim that being single is all about saving money and self-discovery. But let's be real, by the time they reach their mid-30s and early 40s, they are drowning in emotional baggage and barely making ends meet. What a winning combination, right? Talk about setting themselves up for disaster. And you won't believe this, but apparently, without a reliable man in their lives, these women resort to drowning their sorrows in alcohol, cigarettes, and antidepressants. Way to embrace the single life. A woman can easily be brainwashed by society, the elusive matrix, or even the influential figures in her life. Heck, even her own family's beliefs can shape her into something interesting. And let's not forget the impact of having a good or bad father figure, or a mom who's a little too enthusiastic about promiscuity or just downright toxic. Supposedly, all these factors can mess up a woman more than someone who had a more conventional upbringing. Can you hear the violins playing? Meeting a traditional woman feels like stepping into a time machine, back to the good old days. Well, those days are long gone. Sadly, traditional women are as rare as unicorns these days. But here's the kicker: even though many modern women don't exactly behave like traditional women, they still want the status that comes with it. Talk about wanting your cake and eating it too. As I've mentioned before, these leftover women aren't exactly prime candidates for romantic relationships. They are more interested in being right and bossy than actually enjoying life. Even so-called truthful women know this deep down, and have even admitted it. Shocking, isn't it? These leftover women delay having kids, become obsessed with forcing their beliefs on others, and somehow think they are oppressed just because they're women. And when they hit that infamous wall, they start making sad, embarrassing videos of themselves, talking about how they should have listened to us. Well, guess what? We don't give a damn anyway. Keep your videos to yourself, and that's a wrap for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you give that like button a massive high five, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be the first to know when my brand new video drops. Make sure to let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until our paths cross again, cheers.